shining bright lotus.
And now we come to Upekkha, the fourth teaching, the fourth Brahmaviharas, the fourth sublime state or attitude, and it is equanimity. And equanimity is a little different than all of the others. Equanimity allows us to be able to work with all of the different arisings that come up emotionally, mentally. It allows us to witness clearly whether something is of value, of benefit, or whether it's not of value, not of benefit. Equanimity gives us the space to be able to examine and see without reactivity and choose. So equanimity comes when there is stability of the mind. Stability of the mind, calming, pacification of this body. And it's a very subtle balance. Lots of times we're in equanimity and we don't even realize. So it's a balanced state of mind and heart, not being pushed and pulled by conditions into unconscious or biased or compulsive reactivity, whether it's positive, so-called positive or so-called negative. And it's the basis upon which we are able to, as spoken of in the Serenity Prayer, it's a beautiful example. Equanimity allows us to accept which cannot be changed. Equanimity allows us to change, to see what must be changed, what can be changed, and to have the presence of heart and mind to know the difference. Equanimity allows us to move toward love, and for love to express compassion, and for both of these to uproot the hindrances and what is in the way of sympathetic or appreciative joy. So the near enemy of equanimity is indifference. Or a certain amount of dissociation or disconnection. People often believe they're equanimous when they're simply being indifferent. So true equanimity is not without the principle of love. Love becoming kindness, becoming compassion, and appreciative joy. The far enemy of equanimity is through fear or whatever it might be, we cling and we grasp. That which is either not graspable or that which we need to open our hand, open our heart to, and allow it to come or go, or be present. So there's a compulsion element to the far enemy of equanimity. That for all of us is difficult to work with, compulsion. And this includes, again, deeply conditioned beliefs. This includes prejudices. This includes judgment, blame, and all of the other negatives, so-called negatives, that we cannot and must not allow to become shadow. We need to be able to say, yes, I recognize this blaming, I recognize this judging, I recognize this entrenched belief. And that's how it is right now. I see it, I feel it, I suffer it. And I aspire. I aspire. So with clarity of mind and stability of body, acknowledge that part of you that feels rooted, that feels fully grounded, calm, centered, not indifferent, not trying to grasp onto calm or peace, but allowing. So here there are no compulsions, not preferring one state over another, being with what is. Let's bring to mind a beloved being and picture that person with all of their challenging circumstances and saying silently and compassionately, recognizing that there is cause and there is effect and there is no blame. And you say, we are the owner of our actions. May we find peace in all that comes. May we find equanimity in all that comes. Do not fall into, oh, that's his karma, oh, that's her karma. They must have done something bad. Karma has been being constructed from the very first vibration, sound, from the very first construction that ever was. But that said, we make our way through by owning our actions. In Chinese medicine, we have 3 dantian below the navel, 1 just under the thymus gland at the sternum, and 1 at the pineal gland. Feel a quiet strength at the dantian. Draw up all narratives, recognize that awareness is, suchness is. All of the qualities that are emergent. Now bring someone or a situation to mind. This is work, isn't it? It can be work. Who is not quite as easy to feel the calm balance of equanimity. Who is it that disturbs your sense of balance, whose actions or speech disturb? Acknowledge, what is it? What's between you and equanimity relative to this individual or these people? Bring it all out of the shadow and into the light. No pretense, no whitewashing. What's here? What's in the way? What needs to be dissolved or reformed? What is it? Returning to pure awareness, this unencumbered awareness, vast, peaceful, fearless, brilliant. the principle of love emergent, love meeting suffering, compassion. The ability to wish for the happiness of another, unencumbered, all within this big heart that is truly equanimous. Create your aspiration for equanimity in relation to this difficulty, to this hindrance. What can you do? What can you shift? How much closer can you get? Do the same for those you have great difficulty with, those we are in conflict with, those we feel aggressive toward, or those who are hostile toward us. Bring the thoughts and feelings out of the shadows. Know clearly what is between you and equanimity. Pure awareness. This awareness holds it all. Allow the love, allow the compassion. Create your aspiration. What can you do? How can you think? What do you need to do for within yourself to clear the way toward equanimity. Not being indifferent, not clinging or craving for something to be different than what it is. State clearly your aspiration. And we breathe, opening up the belly, the lower dantian, opening the thymus, area, the middle dantian, opening up the rib cage, feeling this breath in your nostrils and skull, and release. Breathing in equanimity, breathing out all hindrances to equanimity. happy, at rest. May all beings be happy at heart. Whatever beings there may be, weak or strong, without exception, long, large, subtle, blatant, seen, unseen, near and far, born, and those seeking birth, may all beings be happy at heart. Let no one deceive another or despise anyone, anywhere, or through anger or resistance wish for another to suffer.
Shining bright lotus.